All right, guys, welcome to the Fundamental Bias Weekly Review for the week of November 29th. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes. I just want to make sure that everyone comes on. So as always, we're gonna start at 9:05. So welcome, guys. So we're just gonna look at what happened here with our COT bias pairs that we had overall, and we're gonna look at the futures, the big movers that we had here on our list here. So we're gonna start in a couple of minutes here, guys. Hey guys, welcome. So we're gonna start in 1 minute, less than 1 minute. So hope you guys had a great week. So we're gonna look at what happened here with our analysis here based on our Commitment of Traders and see if it made sense or not. And if you have any questions, don't be shy as always. And over the weekend we're gonna have other COT for the next week that will be sent out here. So you should have that by tonight or tomorrow morning. Perfect. So we're gonna start here right now. Make sure that everything is good on my end. Perfect. All right, great. Yeah, so welcome, guys. Hope you had a fabulous week of trading. So this week is really special. You have NFT. You have it's the last week of November, beginning of December. So it's all over the place. And this week we had a couple of currencies to look at based on our analysis, and the list was not a lot. Basically, it's anything that was against the U.S. that we were looking at for this week. So without further ado, we're gonna look at our currency pairs and look at the charts here on TradingView to see exactly if we had any setups or anything like that. Perfect. So yeah, so we're gonna start right now. I'm just gonna share my screen. All right. Okay. So what we had here for this week. So we had odd USD. I put AUD USD, but it's Euro USD. GBP USD, NZD USD, USD CAD, USD Chef, USD JPY, and USD ZAR. Okay. So basically, for the analysis that we had here was the overall the USD was going up, and the rest was all going down. So AED, Euro, British Pound, NZD, CHF, JPY, and the ZAR were all going down when we look at the commercials. Okay, but as you all know, we don't put any direction on our COT because, like I said, the market will move the way that it wants to, but we know that those pairs will be moving a lot for the week. Okay, so that's why we don't put any direction here overall. And our big movers is the ones that has basically the previous last 2 weeks before this week. That means that they have a difference between over 3,000 of contracts in difference. It could be up or down. So we have the euro, the Australian dollar, and the Canadian dollar had the big difference in commercial contracts. So that's why we put them as big movers for the week. Okay, perfect. So let me close this and let's go on our charts and see what happened here for the week. So this week's review will be really short because we don't have a lot of currencies to look at. So euro, AUD, USD. As always, we look at the weekly and see exactly the chart here for the week. And for the last few weeks, like I said, guys, when I see a pattern like that, that means it's a reversal pattern, and there was a big continuation here in a downside. And if you are a little bit advanced on where the actual target will be, I have a target right here. That's the first target, and even here. Okay. So those are order blocks here. So there will maybe tag this one first, and maybe go to this one. So we'll see. We'll still have a couple of weeks remaining for the year, and we'll see exactly what is going to happen here beginning of next year, 2022. See exactly the direction of the market for AUD USD. So let's look at the hourly chart to see exactly if we had any setups for the week. So since it was a strong down candle, we should have something. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, so we had one setup here that was sent out with Enigma, and it was a sell in correlation with what we saw here, and in correlation too with the COT, because the COT overall was a down. It was a down week overall, and it was a down week overall. Okay, so that was the entry, and it smashed TP3. Okay, so it was a good trade, one trade overall for the week, and it was a winner. And like I said, guys, do not trade. You don't need to trade a lot of pairs overall to be profitable in trading in forex specifically. You could trade one trade a week, and you're done for the week. Okay, so that's great. So far, first trade. So that was when was that? That was yesterday, right? Yeah, yesterday. That was the trade. It smashed it. So let's go on weekly and look at Euro USD. Euro USD. So Euro USD on the weekly So we have, this is a reversal pattern right there, but still good movement. When you see a big wick or a candle like that, good sign that you may have some possible trade that will be sent out. So right now we had one trade overall. This one was still a winner. Why? I'm going to show you guys. The entry was here. You never touch your stop loss. Okay. Never stop to touch your stop loss. And here it went to at least TP1 twice. This one, that was TP1. And usually what I do is I trail my trade. I put it at the break even, and I remove at least 25% of my position when it hits TP1. That way I know I'm in profit. I secured some profit overall, okay? And let's say the trade goes against me, it will put me out of the trade, but overall I'm still in the green, right? So that's why this trade is a winner, because you had an opportunity to get out here and even here with that big candle, and then it went back up. So this one is still a win. Perfect. So let's look at GBP USD. GBP USD. Down candle. It's in correlation with our commitment of traders. The overall trend was a downtrend. So far so good. Look at the hourly. So GBUSD, we didn't have any setups that was sent out. Okay. No setup. But if you're an advanced trader, you have some good setups manually that you took, even though Enigma didn't send you any updates here on that. Okay, so go back to the weekly and look at NZD USD. Same thing. NZD USD was supposed to be a down move, and it did that. Continuation from the last few weeks. And that was something that I told you guys that was maybe going to happen until the end of the year, is a sell-off here on NZD USD and most of the USD pairs here. Okay, so let's look at the hourly chart. This one, no setup. Same thing. No Enigma setup, but there was some sell opportunity overall here with NZD USD. Perfect. So let's look at USD CAD. So USD, anything that was USD and something else was supposed to go on the upside, because the US was strong in correlation with our our future contracts, the commercial contracts. So we're supposed to expect the price to go higher overall with anything that was trading with the US. So candle, perfect. Let's look at okay. So no setup with Enigma, but the trend was respected based on our analysis, right? Perfect. So let's look at USD CHF. USD CHF going down. Let's look if we had any setups here. So USD CHF, you had 3 setups. You had one here for sell, hit TP3 on this candle, this one. Then you had another sell setup right here. It went to TP1. If you have kept it like a big swing trade, it would have hit TP2, but on this one, on this candle, yeah, almost, depending on the spread, but this one is still a winner. And then today we had sell setup here, but since it's Friday, I always recommend you guys to not trade Fridays because this is the end of the week candle, and on top of that, it was NFV, so it's a day that you try to avoid because it's usually they're gonna do a trap move to trap you in the market and take out of all your profit that you did for the week or for the last few weeks overall. So avoid doing that. Perfect. So USD JPY sell and USD JPY. I last week I told you guys if we see a big wick like that, usually it's confirming a reversal because they're taking out stop losses, right? Or pending orders that are up to then go the way that they want to go. So when I see that, I expect the next week to go even lower, and that's what happened. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. So 1 hour chart, no Enigma signal on a 1 hour, but the setup was respected here overall with our analysis. Okay, and then finally we have the USD ZAR. USD ZAR. So the ZAR went down for the week, but I expect to continuation to go higher. And let's look at the hourly to see if we had anything with Enigma. Yeah, we had one set up. It was a sell here on Tuesday, and then it went to TP3 on this candle. All right. So that's all of the list that we had here for this week. Now we're gonna look at let me check. Let's see. No, that's good on that. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, what I'm gonna do here is by should be tonight or maybe tomorrow morning. I'll see exactly how I feel. But by tomorrow morning, you should have the Commitment of Traders for next week's trading week. Okay. Uh, so uh, so that way you're gonna be able to prepare yourself for the week for trading. If you do trade manually, that's even better. And that way on Monday we should get an overview of the week with yours truly around 9 p.m. Okay, and we're gonna see exactly the pairs and tell you exactly why we were looking at those specific pairs and give you the actual breakdown of how we go about looking at the data and giving you guys the information of which pair to trade for the week. Okay. So I'll stop sharing my screen. If you guys have any questions, I'll stay here for a couple of minutes. And yeah, and if you have any questions, don't be shy, guys. I'll gladly answer them. And make sure, guys, to stay tuned. I should have some announcement over the weekend regarding what's going on with EFX, 11FX, and so we're gonna have some good news for you guys. So stay tuned. So I'll stay here until 9:30 ish. If there's any questions or any questions on what we reviewed tonight, or any other questions related to trading, that's I'll be glad to answer. And like I said, guys, on my end, on December I do not trade. Okay, so I'm still gonna give you guys analysis here for the market, but me personally, I do not manually trade in December because I think that December is like Friday. I always compare December to Fridays because Friday I do not trade too. So Friday is the end of the week, and December is the end of the year. So there's a correlation here there. Okay, so but you're still able to get some setup, guys. But remember, December is the month you have Christmas, you have the holidays, you have banks that are not in full capacity. Bankers or investors are pulling out of the market because they're going to take some vacation, right? So yeah, there's a lot of factors here in December. So it's a month that has a lot of moving parts, and we're trying to avoid getting trapped in trading in a market that is not as volatile, as consistent, not volatile but consistent than the other months. So yeah, let's see. All right, so since there's no questions, guys, we're gonna finish the webinar right now. Like I said, expect by tomorrow morning to have all the details about the pairs for Commitment of Traders, the fundamental buys for next week. So that way you're gonna be able to prepare yourself, and on Monday we're just gonna do the overview all together. And if you have any questions on that, I'll be here to answer them. But in that note, it's Friday night, so I'm gonna close it right now, and hope you guys had a great week. You're gonna have a nice weekend. Be safe, and get back here on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so we could do the overview with you guys. Okay, so talk to you on Monday. Peace.